You may disagree, but astrology, I think, is one of the most potent systems for introspection and internal growth. Hear me out. I spent the first 30 years of my life intensely studying a lot of Western Christian religion. I grew up LDS and I devoured the scriptures. I'm very actively spiritual and I have been my whole life. I just internalized my spirituality through that framework. And let me tell you, it led to a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, a lot of frustration. But the moment I actually learned what astrology really was and actually learned about it instead of disregarding it like a lot of people do, blew my mind. Blew my mind. No doubt part of it was hyperfixation, but after spending a lot of time reading a lot of books and studying a lot of philosophies that were all rooted in Western philosophy, I could not believe how many answers I was getting and the rate I was getting them simply by considering the stars and the energy potentiality between everything moving around. Of course, I'm the crazy guy right now in my family who likes astrology and wants to do a reading for everybody, but it's because it's liberating. I've spent my whole life being very spiritual and trying to fit my spirituality into something that it didn't fit in. Astrology also hasn't been ruined by capitalism. It hasn't been ruined by politics. It hasn't been ruined by men because the ego hasn't been paying attention. The ego has disregarded it. Do you know who has protected astrology for us? The divine feminine, women. And I am so thankful for that, especially in an era where we've seen how corruption has made its way to almost every single avenue of belief systems, money, or industry. So why don't you look up at the stars and maybe think about what they might be telling you, because they've been speaking to me, baby.